Well, today is another day, and I wanted to do a short video based on actually I bought 7 tires, and there's 6 there, and the other one is over here. Now, I already had 4 rims that were like these, that had the 4 tires on there that needed to be removed. Now, there's one of them, and the rest are out here. And I found it interesting when I went to go pick up the paint for the trailer. My neighbor from across the way, west of me, told me that his son paid $100 to have a tire removed from his trailer wheel and one put on. $100 just to swap out. Did not include buying a tire, just to trade it out. That is outrageous. And I didn't know, I kind of figured at first I was going to change them out myself. I didn't know really what as far as breaking the bead went, but I knew once I got the bead broken that I should be able to get them off. And Puss in Boots in charge told me the same thing. She said it shouldn't be a problem, but I don't know. It was a bit of a challenge because these tires have been stuck to these rims since 2006, maybe 2007. So it's a long time, and they're not radial tires. They're those I don't know what the heck they are, bias tires, and they were a treat. And got to the point where I actually was able to break the bead on both sides of the tires by using the forks on my machine and just pushing them down, and I was able to snap them. I didn't have to beat them with a hammer or anything like that. So that part wasn't too bad. Took care of that. But getting them off, I actually have a tire changer for motorcycle wheels, because when I was building motorcycles, it's called the No-Mar system. It's where it's done manually, and it's not hard. It's pretty easy. I've done many of them on there, and once in a blue moon, I put in tires on for actually I did it for my 57 Chevy. I put the tires on, and it was simple, and the paint did not get ruined on my 57 Chevy wheels because of the system that it creates. But when it came to taking the tires off, I did not use the system. I didn't want to ruin the ends, but I used the pry bar right there the same way I would have used that. That arm comes down, it locks in place, and you peel it off. And it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as easy, but I was able to do it, And then I took the wire wheel right there to the rims inside and out. But one tire gave me one heck of a hard time, and I said, the hell with that. There's no way I'm going to pay $100 to anybody to take wheels and tires. That'd be $400. I just as soon spend a little bit more and own an average machine. I'm not talking about going to buy a Hunter tire changer, that costs a few $1,000s, $5,000, whatever the heck they cost. No, I ain't talking about that. Just the older average one for what I do around here with this silliness. So I cut that baby off. Between a Sawzall and a radial arm saw, I cut that baby right off, and that took care of that problem. There's ways of skinning this job, and that was it. But I was totally blown away. But anyway, I started, as you can see, I cleaned them up, and I started putting paint on them to get them ready for the new tires. So I'm going to be taking that wire wheel now to clean this thing up, and boy is it messy. So I'm going to grab a mask because of the dust. It's just wicked. And then I'm going to put the tires on there once I have enough paint on the wheels. But I just thought I'd share that little tidbit with you when it came to having tires removed and put back on. $100, they're crazy. I believe my neighbor there suggested that he was going to buy a tire changer, leave it over here, and anytime that needed to be used, we'd be able to use it. And it's not a bad idea, but $100, they bumped their head really, really hard. No way on God's little green earth would I give somebody $100 to take a tire off a wheel. They're sick. And anybody that's got a tire machine that would charge $100 to take a tire off, yeah, that person who's getting it done needs to have a head examined. That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. That's just the way it is. It's my opinion. So once I'm done and I got the tires on there, I'll give you a little clip of it and show you. But I got to get to work, and I don't want this camera around. I don't want to get full of all that crud because there's a lot of it. It was just floating in the air last night, and I definitely don't want any overspray from painting. So I'll get back with you. Hang tight. I'm back, and I'm about to show this particular device like I spoke of moments ago on mounting the new tires on the trailer. I mean on these wheels for the trailer. Yeah, this still has a lot of that dust on there. Too much. But the rims are dry. I'll probably have to touch them up a little bit more. Get some more white on there. But here's the tire. Yeah, it would be nice if there was some white wall on the tires. I don't think they're directional. Nope, I don't think so. Don't look like it. Well, I'm going to put some soapy water on it. Get those suds up and going. Hopefully it won't be too bad putting on. I can't work that way either. I'm going to have to get rid of that part. Okay. Found the method to the madness. Like I said before, this is for motorcycle tires, which obviously are not these, but I was able to get it done and figure out what was the easiest way of doing it. So one of the items that actually helped takes the place of that yellow thing is this. This keeps the tire down in the pocket area where it needs to go in order to get this to go on. So I use that, and I actually have 3 of these. I'll put that right here. And there's another little thing that we use in order to get these things to blow up. I'm going to go get that little tool, turn the air on, and go to town. Okay, I'm back. So I needed a couple of different devices, and this particular one here actually screws on to the valve stem. And the Schrader valve itself is not in it. This is the tool to put the Schrader valve in it. I have multiple ones. This one I found. And what this does is it allows you to connect your air hose right direct to it, and then this thing, a blast of air, just hopefully that works. It's been a while. Alrighty. Well, another way of trying it is, get that the heck out of the way, take the wheel and tire completely off. I decided to put the other tires out in the sun. I believe that will definitely help, because these tires probably been sitting for a little bit. Nope. Well, I'm going to put it on pause. This shit's getting ridiculous. Okay, I'm moving along on the tires. And right now I just seated the first part. So now I'm going to take it off and put it to the floor. And do the other part. Hasn't really been easy, especially to get the tires to expand. But for the most part, it's seeing what the thing is doing. So, I hope you can see me, I'm sure you can. Let the sun hit me in the eyes. So, anyways, these two that are made for, I think they had these for carbon fiber wheels for motorcycles. Once I get halfway, like that, then I take a bigger bar, like these, and I do that. And I take the other one out, because I don't need it anymore. And I do this, and it went on. Now the fun part is that the strainer valve is out, but let's see if I can get it to seat up. I'm going to get it over the valve stand part. Okay, so this is the last wheel out of 7 that I have to put a tire on. So let me show you how that works. That's how the first part goes. Now, the second part. That's weird the way it shows up on the camera, but hey, it is what it is. Take this one, sneak it like that. Like these. I don't want to put too much pressure on the inside of this, where the bead is, where it would sit, because it seems to collapse the tire past the point when I go to put air in it. So that's why I'm not really sticking my knee in it, so to speak. It's just that one comes out. That one comes out. Probably 2 more. Let's see. Actually, just 1 more. Now, let's see how this tire operates. Well, it's going to be the same as the other ones. Yeah, it's not working out with that part. Okay, I missed both. 1 more. There we go. Okay, well that's that one. Hooray, we finally get to see it. We need a strainer valve. Alright, well, Now you got to see it from start to finish. Holy cow, it finally actually worked. Now the tire calls for 95 pounds because of the rating of the tire. It did not and will not buy junk tires to save a few dollars. I've had enough experience with trailers and tires on vehicles and breaking down and stuff like that. When it comes to stuff like this, I'd rather spend a little extra money and give it an overkill, so to speak. So, but what I'm not putting 95 pounds air in there, 75 is what I'm doing. Knowing it's a tri-axle setup, I think it'll be plenty. If I feel as though that it's not based on the weight on the trailer for whatever reason, then I can always go up with it. But I'm setting them all at 75 pounds. Yep, I got 3 more. Once those are done, I'll show you all of them cleaned up as far as all the dirty prints off them, and I'll be back. Okay, I got all 6 tires done out of 7. All mounted, 75 pounds of air. This one here is just giving me one hell of a hard time. I tried every aspect, every avenue I can come up with, and because the tires kind of collapsed in, it just won't catch. So I'll give it more time in the sun tomorrow, and if that don't work, then I'll have to go somewhere that's reasonable on just getting the bead to catch. That's all I want to do, and I gotta do nothing else. And with their machines, I'm sure they'll be able to do it without any issues or giving me some story about the tire being whatever age is brand new. So, because you know how that works. They give you, oh, you know, we don't know about the tire, we're not going to take responsibility. Even Puss in Boots agrees, because she's coming to me. And because she is in charge, she's going to straighten them right out. Yep, there she goes. She's going to go inspect the tires. That's where she's headed. Well, yep, maybe, not maybe. But anyway, I'll get back with you later, or tomorrow, and tell you the outcome of that crazy tire. Okay, here we are in the final video for the wheels and tires. And as I expressed throughout a few times chiming in on these things, boy, that was a whole lot of fun. And yesterday, I finally got to take care of the 7th tire and wheel. And the only way that was going to happen is to when I went to Firestone, which definitely took care of me. Not a problem, you know, brand new tire, new valve stem. And in a matter of seconds, poof, they had the tire bead set, sealed up, ready to roll. So here's all 7 of the brand new tires and 3 of the brand new wheels, which are these 3 here. And once they're actually up on the trailer, it'll be these 3 and those 3. So I believe I mentioned before, I'm going to have the 3 match. I'm going to put these on the left side, which would be driver's side, and the steel ones that are like that, they will be on the passenger side. And so that one and the other spare that I have, which I will go to and show you. That one, see, there's a lot of meat on there. It's not dry rotted. There's no cracks or nothing in it. And it is a newer tire. It's not brand new like the other ones, but I will wash up and clean up that rim, and those 2 tires and wheels will be going up there. As you can see, that pole-looking thing sticking out. Alright, let me see if I can get into here. Right there, that's where they'll go, and they will get strapped in. So that will end the tire video, because I got to tell you, if you ever get the gumption to want to experience what it's like to do these by hand and not spend the kind of money that some of these places charge, well, be my guest, give it a whirl, and you'll think twice. But the next time if I have to do this, I'll probably buy a used machine, and that'll be the end of that silliness. But nevertheless, that'll end this video, and I do appreciate people watching. Hopefully you all subscribe if you haven't already, and until the next time, try to get something done. Thanks for watching.